In this podcast episode, with Adam Smith, a lawyer, former Washington state senator, and current federal congressman, the discussion centers around the difficulties and promise of genuine political dialogue, the dangers of a too narrow definition of merit and accomplishment, the difference between negotiating and winning, and topics related to mental health and political action outlined in his new book, Lost and Broken: My Journey Back from Chronic Pain and Crippling Anxiety. Smith emphasizes the importance of open and engaging conversations, even with those who hold opposing views. He believes that the goal of engaging with someone should not be to force them to agree with you, but rather to learn and grow in understanding. He acknowledges that it can be difficult to engage in uncomfortable conversations, but it is necessary for personal growth and a better understanding of different perspectives. The conversation also delves into the issue of identity politics and the challenges it presents. Smith points out that the current political landscape is polarized, with extreme views on both ends of the spectrum. He highlights the need for balance and resilience, as well as the importance of negotiating a settlement rather than seeking to win at all costs. The discussion also touches on the topic of mental health and the role of psychotherapy in addressing internal struggles. Smith shares his personal experience with anxiety and the benefits of psychotherapy in helping individuals achieve psychological stability. Another key point raised in the conversation is the issue of when the left goes too far. Smith emphasizes the need for a practical approach to addressing societal issues such as homelessness, drug abuse, crime, and affordable housing. He believes that a balance between addressing broader societal problems and individual responsibility is crucial in finding effective solutions. Smith expresses his progressive views on alternatives to incarceration and the importance of setting expectations for individuals, while also acknowledging the challenges of addressing societal issues and the need for a more balanced approach. He emphasizes the importance of meeting people where they are, while also working to help them improve their circumstances. The conversation also delves into the topic of systemic racism and the radical left's critique of American society. Smith highlights the historical context of discrimination and the need to address the legacy of racism and discrimination in the United States. He also discusses the importance of understanding and acknowledging the country's history in order to work towards a more equitable and inclusive society. Smith shares a personal example of how intentional outreach and diversity initiatives can lead to a more representative and qualified workforce. He emphasized the need to be intentional in reaching out to diverse communities and creating opportunities for individuals from different backgrounds. The conversation also touches on the concept of equity and equality, with Smith expressing the need for a more nuanced approach to addressing these issues. He highlights the challenges of achieving perfect justice and the importance of finding a balance between addressing historical discrimination and promoting equal opportunities for all individuals. Smith continues by discussing the technical aspects of stress and how it can manifest in the body. He explains that exposure to involuntary complexity can lead to a stress response, which in turn can lead to an increase in the production of cortisol. This can result in burning up resources that could be saved for future use, ultimately leading to aging and physiological strain. Smith emphasizes the importance of calibrating the optimal amount of exposure to complexity and suggests that the spirit of voluntary play can help individuals navigate and confront complexity effectively. The conversation then shifts to Smith's personal experience with anxiety and the journey he took to overcome it. He shares that he initially struggled with the idea that self-worth is not dependent on daily accomplishments, but rather an inherent sense of value as a human being. Through 3.5 years of psychotherapy, Smith learned to understand and grieve for his past, ultimately leading to a reduction in anxiety and depression. Smith also touches on the importance of incremental progress and the need for individuals to take small steps forward, even if it means starting with virtually nothing. He emphasizes the significance of humility in the process of personal growth and the acceleration of improvement that comes with taking on challenges voluntarily. The conversation then turns to the current state of political leadership, with a focus on the decision by the two frontrunners in the 2024 presidential campaign, Joe Biden and Donald Trump, to forego participating in primary debates. Smith expresses his disappointment in their decision, stating that leaders should model the willingness to engage in debate and challenge their ideas. He also highlights the importance of providing a vision for the future and the need for both the left and the right to engage in a dialogue that produces a compelling vision for the country. Smith concludes by discussing the limitations of traditional debate formats and the potential for long-form podcasts to provide a more in-depth and unscripted platform for political communication. He emphasizes the need for fair and balanced conversations that allow for meaningful discussions and the exchange of ideas.